All right. What's up, motherfuckers? My name is Joseph Garza.
I'm Jermaine Potter.
I'm Jovan Reyes.
And this is Trash Fire.
As if, how about that? How about that? I walk into the landscape, I won't come back. How about that? How about that? I walk into a way.
Dude, that when we were on the plane, that was literally the worst experience of my life. 100%. It was my fault, though, for eating mushrooms and edibles without eating anything for a whole day. It's just those. But it was the mushroom shits I got on the plane was what got me.
Oh,
They were horrible.
God.
But dude, listen
you
to
blew up the plane.
Yeah, dude, pretty much, man. This is the stupidest shit too, man. I was so fucked up on mushrooms. It was right in front of my face, so I don't know what I was thinking. I took the huge shit, and you know how the planes are. There's like no water in them. It's just a hole that you need to like open with a button.
I never used it before.
It's literally just it's like a trailer. I don't know if you ever shit in a trailer or something like that. It's just a toilet with no water in it, and there's a hole, and when you hit a button, it like opens it and sucks the pee, poop, whatever the fuck down. I couldn't find the button, and my shit is just sitting there, and it's a horrible smelling shit. It's because of mushrooms, and it's just a meaty, gross shit just laying there a lot too. It's gross. So
Leave it.
I didn't know what to do. There's one toilet, so everybody that goes in there after me is gonna be fucking getting smacked. I open the door because I can't find the button. I open the door, and there just happens to be one of the what do you call those? The stewardess guys right in front of the door, and I'm like, "Hey man, I can't find the button." As soon as I said that, I saw his face smell my shit. Like he got hit with it. I felt horrible. Because it was bad for me and it's my shit. To him, that's toxic way. It's like horrible. Like it looked like it burned his eyes. So like he kind of looked in there too because I said, I can't find the button. How do I flush? And he looked in there, made eye contact with my shit. And he said, the button's right there. It was like right in front of my face. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. I'm so sorry, man. I flushed it, washed my hands, whatever, got out of there. I just hoped that the stewardess wasn't going to be in my vicinity the rest of the flight. As soon as I sit down, someone's pushing the snack cart. He comes by and he looks at me with, dude, he hated me. As soon as he saw me, he's like,
Anger.
Do you want any chips or anything, man? I know you don't need to be eating anything else, but
Oh shit.
He burned his face off.
I acted like we acted like he didn't smell my shit, but dude, he got hit with it.
I'm dead.
It was gross. I still think about that.
That's great.
I just think of him just getting hit by a bomb just directly, and it just no one else to witness it. Basically, that's why I laugh so hard. Oh my God.
I wonder if he told any of the other stewardesses too. Like that
for
guy
sure.
shat a lot.
Like, oh my God,
oh man,
nasty motherfucker back there. Oh my God,
Fucked up.
Yeah, we got some drinks too at that bar before we got on there too. So it was just an alcohol mushroom edible shit. It was just the most unhealthy. It was horrid, dude.
Planes are fun though.
Oh yeah, they're really fun right now, man. A lot of people are having fun on planes now.
Oh fuck! Oh, that's shitty timing.
We've had like fucking 17 crashes in the past week. Like, dude, what the fuck is happening?
Getting rid of like pilots or some shit. I forget. Like I saw it somewhere, but I kind of forgot what the reasoning was. But
What the helicopter one or something?
well, like why all the planes and helicopters and all this is crashing? It's because like I think it's something to do with the pilots. I can't remember what it was specifically. I don't want to like say the wrong.
Dude, we have a lot of pilots that listen to the podcast. I'm very sorry for all. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just make you seem like the bad guy. I'm just joking.
Sorry, it could
just
be.
joking.
It could
He's
be,
not talking
it
shit
could
about
be
pilots, I know.
malfunctions. It could be malfunctions.
Anyways, continue about how all pilots are.
It's just these ones currently. No, I'm sorry, pilots.
I mean, the thing with the helicopter and the plane, it was the helicopter's fault, right?
Oh yeah, I was trying to think when they crashed. Yeah.
Did you hear there was a little girl on there that was supposed to get life-saving fucking Sorry, I'm laughing. It's just, dude, life is crazy, bro.
Right.
She was literally going to get like life-saving surgery and then died on the fucking plane, like about to land. That bitch is not meant to live.
Like looking at you making that face is making me laugh. I don't want to.
What if she was going to be like the next Hillary Clinton and somebody in the past just like, we need to kill her? She was going to be the next Hitler, dude. We had to take her out. I am so sorry.
Damn.
I am so sorry.
Oh, my.
Oh. Anyways, how about those fucking, who won the Super Bowl again?
Oh, my God.
What do you guys think about Kanye? Like, apart from, like, what just happened? Like, what... I just find him super interesting, just because like he's just. I mean, I think he's obviously a genius, but like obviously an autistic genius, but just the shit he does when he comes out and does stuff like this, man, it's hard to really back him up. Because like, I don't understand what drove him to sell merch with the swastikas on him. I really think he's just trolling people. He's so rich and shit. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna lie. I almost see myself like trolling people like that. If I was that rich, that famous for that long, I'm just fucking with people at that point. He does kind of seem like he's a little trolly, like, but I don't know. That definitely was a troll that he probably lost some money with.
I think he's just crashing out. I don't know.
It's like German swastika, like.
It was just a straight up German swastika shirt, just a big swastika on just like a white shirt with his emblem on the side or something like that.
I was thinking like swastikas used to be like Egyptian back in the day, right?
I think it did have a different meaning before they took it over or whatever. I'm not gonna lie though, I swastika. There's something about the way it looks. It's a really cool looking emblem. If it didn't mean what it meant, you know what I mean? The swastika looks cool. It's just cool to draw.
No one clipped.
Yeah, it's a pattern.
No one clipped.
I can see what you're saying.
It's so symmetrical. It just looks cool, you know. I'm gonna get it tatted soon because I'm gonna get rid of the hate.
Don't do that.
Yeah, dude.
I know artists that will
here.
not refuse to do it.
Here.
Will not refuse to.
Dude, when I was younger, there was this guy that.
That's fair. I did. I was hoping no one caught that.
I would not hang out with these one guys that were. They wouldn't go to school with us, but a lot of the people that I hung out with in my school hung out with these. Literally, like apparently they were like Nazis, and they said to anybody they'll tattoo whatever that you want on them as long as you let them tattoo a swastika first. And my buddy let him do it, and he's.
Can you pick where the swastika is?
Yeah, he like put it.
Got to be hidden somewhere.
Yeah, it's not. They said it like not like on your inner thigh or something like where
Right.
no one can see it. But he got one, and then he got a really shitty tattoo after that. I was like, it's not worth it, man. You should have saw his skill before you fucking took that in.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely got to give them like something to sketch first.
Yeah.
Or like something.
You know what just popped in my head too is he kind of like the guy that had that done. He was a really good dude. He really like. I don't know. He's a good dude. He really just worked really hard and stuff. He didn't really, but he had a really bad heroin problem. We all liked him because he was a good guy, but we kind of cut our shit with him because he would just show up and put heroin on the table and stuff, and we're just not really wanting that in our house.
Right.
He ended up dying after he got that swastika tattooed on him, so I'm sure his family was like dressing him up and like, oh, I'm learning something new about Josh. Like, what the fuck is a swastika on him?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't think he was actually racist, but he could have been. Who knows? Who knows, man?
That's a good like. Final.
You've made me racist against Puerto Ricans. I can't fucking stand you, man.
No.
I don't really know. Is just for like Puerto Ricans and Mexico? Is that a slur just for like Mexicans and Puerto Ricans?
It's like a Latino thing in general.
Okay, I like it. I like the way it comes off.
Yeah.
It flows off the tongue. It's a nice. It's a good word.
I'm glad you guys have a very nice ringing slur for you.
Are you kidding me? You guys sound cool as shit. So you kidding me?
We made it sound cool, but
we don't even say ours in rap songs, man.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, fine.
They should start,
fine,
dude. Like
fair.
Mexican rappers should start saying
that'd be wild.
I like wet. That's kind of a nice. You know why where that one came from? When Mexicans were running away from people, they'd usually have to go through the river and stuff, and their backs were wet. Oh. It's really not that bad. Kind of makes sense. I wear my wet pride. I'm half Mexican. I'm a moist back, so I'm not fully. It's not fully wet.
It's like damp.
Do Puerto Ricans and Mexicans like each other generally? I feel like there has to. This sounds like one that they wouldn't really get along.
No, but I grew up in Chicago, and there was always like this, like rivalry. Like,
It seems like it, like-
growing up with like the Mexican kids and the Puerto Rican kids.
We're
like,
the better Latinas, almost like, you know what I mean, like fighting to like be the better. Like,
yeah, no, like my dad, he's a racist motherfucker for sure, and he's like he definitely like feels Puerto Ricans are a little above Mexicans.
Probably not.
He runs a construction demo company.
Oh, God.
And fuck, he calls his workers Fugees,
what does that mean?
refugees.
Oh,
But he'll be like, man, I gotta go pick up a couple Fugees.
they'd be
I'll be back.
Mexican. It'd be just like Mexican usually, right?
I've never heard that before.
I do kind of like that, the Fugees.
That's wild.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I mean, whoever's at Lowe's, I suppose. Mexicans, Venezuelans.
You guys never got into wrestling ever?
No, not really. My cousins used to watch it, but I never got into it. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I used to go to amateur like wrestling fights, like WWE. Kind
Oh,
of
gotcha. Just like local ones.
local ones when I was younger. There was this girl in my elementary school that her dad used to like run the show. He had a bodybuilding business company, and all the people who would lift there were all the wrestlers and shit, and they would do these shows like in the spot. My buddy, my good friend, was like bullying this girl, or not really bullying her, but just like teasing her and like fucking, you know, messing with her and stuff. And like she fucking got us. She invited us to this show, and these two big ass dudes in like fucking underwear, fucking like came up to us and fucking scared the shit out of us a little bit. Fucking like got into my buddy's face and fucking like kind of just like disappeared to the right a little bit.
Wow.
But yeah, I used to watch wrestling.
Do you ever
That's
like,
fair.
dude? Back in the day, I know like you can say rock stars back in the day went hard on cocaine and partying and stuff like that. I feel like nobody was partying harder or doing more drugs than the wrestlers back in those days.
Steroids and cocaine.
It was a dark, dark fucking world. I didn't realize it was that bad, especially with that shit that just came out about the dude that like runs it all now. He was at the Super Bowl yesterday or a few days ago. I was surprised about that. What's his name? They got like
Vince McMahon.
Vince McMahon. He got you know a lot about like what happened with him. I know a little bit. I know he like a lot of stuff came out about just insane shit he was doing. He would have girls shit on his chest and stuff like that. Insane stuff. Like just a lot of drugs. But it was mostly just like, imagine that life, man. That's got to be awesome. Just a ripped ass dude wrestling, always on cocaine, super fucking rich. If after I die, I have like an options of what I can go and kind of live through, I would probably pick that one time.
Right.
It'd be a fun one to go through. Obviously, you're probably not going to live very long. This seems like probably die at around 50, 60 for a weird heart thing or something like that with all the drugs they did, but and the steroids together.
And everybody has fucked up backs from all that shit.
Oh yeah. Dude, remember when that fucking one dude died and they just had to all act like it didn't happen? Like the show kept going on. He like hit the turnbuckle.
I remember that. Like I watched it live. It was like Bret Hart or Owen Hart.
Yeah,
or
it
one
was.
of those
Yeah, I
dudes.
think it was something like that. Yeah, I don't remember. I was watching the
I
I
documentary.
remember
about it.
watching it and like, what the fuck just happened? Was that part of the show?
You can tell in who was the Undertaker or something like that he was wrestling. You could tell he knew he was dead.
Right.
But he didn't like want to act too crazy for the show. You know, he wanted to still play the good show or whatever. But I don't know. I always thought it was interesting wrestling just because like all juggalos pretty much love wrestling. I don't know where that's. Wrestling's for like white trash people mostly, if we're being honest. It really is just for like people that watch NASCAR. Like I don't know. I've always kind of found it dumb, but now that I'm getting older and I've seen a little bit of it, I'm just like I really do wish I just kind of went with the kayfabe and enjoyed it.
Right.
But instead, I was always like, this is fake. This is stupid.
See, I haven't gotten into it like in my adult age, but I did go to an AEW show.
A&W.
It was AEW. Yeah.
That's like the step under. That's like the off brand
what-
pretty much WWE, right?
Yeah,
But they still
that-
have a lot of people watching.
Yeah, they compete with them now, I guess.
Gotcha.
But who's the dude that fought in the UFC.
The Logan Paul kid.
No, not Logan Paul. He was like in wrestling and
Like, oh.
went to the UFC and went back. I forgot that fucking dude's
Kid
name.
wrestling UFC Logan?
Anyways,
No.
I went and watched that dude return back to wrestling. And first thing I noticed was like everybody seemed kind of on the spectrum a little bit there. Like not in a crazy bad way, but it was just like, you know.
Trailer park people. Which is fine, but it's like literally like trailer park people is what I see is mostly the people that go to and watch that kind of stuff.
But I started drinking, started getting drunk, started like, I started getting into the vibe, started screaming at people. It started getting really fun. Like
I went to one wrestling show and that's how I felt too. After I had some drinks in me, and I kind of did start getting along with it. The weird thing for me was when I went to the only one I went to was a Juggalo wrestling one. They had a lot of big people on there, apparently, like Colt Cabana and stuff like that. Apparently, he's really big. Not super familiar with him. But there was another guy. I was in the back of that place doing whippets and just, like, drinking, getting fucked up. And this guy came up to me and was just asking me about what I did. And I just told him I did comedy and stuff like that. And he said he wrestled, too. I didn't really ask too much on it because I was just kind of fucked up. And I don't know. It was weird. I was weird talking to someone new I didn't really know while, hitting a balloon and shit. But I go back inside. And apparently he's like the bloody match. I didn't know he was like a serious... Like people went crazy when they said his name. He was like the main act.
Oh, shit.
And he had the other guy went up to him and they actually cut him. Like they just do small cuts and they let it bleed enough to where it looks crazy and they spread it and stuff.
Right.
They cut his fucking forehead with like a piece of glass from one of the, those light bulbs that they usually smash over their back.
Yeah.
Took glass from that, cut his fucking forehead.
Yeah, they had little pieces of razor blades too, like on them, just to...
Yep, they do shit like that. And then after the whole show, I see him in the back again, and it's just like, I don't really know how I'm supposed to talk to him normal after that. Like, I just saw you, dude, that was fucking nuts. Like, I just didn't expect all that.
They get paid lots and lots of money to be emo.
You know what's really fucked up is they don't. They don't really get paid that much. They just love that shit.
Yep.
Wow, never mind.
Like, they really, like, I kind of feel bad. There's so many people on all these wrestling shows. They usually have, like, 20 people, and there's not a lot of people paying a lot of money to go in those, so I'm sure that most of them are making $100 to $200.
Yeah.
The big ones, AEW, shit like that, they're making a lot. But the smaller ones, it's really just the people who are doing it for the love of it. And it's kind of fucked up because a lot of them are fucking their bodies up really bad for like $30. You know what I mean? Like, it's, I don't know.
Seems like an easy thing to get into when you don't know how to do. I mean, no offense to wrestlers, but like on the lower level, I mean, people just beating the fuck out of each other, these amateur matches and fucking...
I mean, the lower level ones aren't
shit.
really doing too much acrobatics and stuff like that. And, yeah, it does look a little easy. But I feel like I'm the kind of dumbass where, like, I get a simple slam in the back and I'll, like, keep my neck up and I'll be the one to fuck myself.
Slam.
Yeah. I would like to create a character and do, like, a couple wrestling matches. I feel like that'd be really fun. Just to experience one time.
That would be fun to do.
Yeah. All right. I think we've talked long enough. I'm sick of talking to you pieces of shit. I want you guys to get out. I'm just kidding. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening.
Peace.
Peace. I was kidding. I don't actually want you guys to get out. I love you.
Thank you. That was fun.